It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. And in the House of the Legends, I have recording house artist Anaya Weathers. Hi, Anaya.
Hi, Tyrone. How are you today?
Welcome to my show, The Legends.
Thank you for having me.
So, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Whether you
All
feel
right,
it's
now,
interesting, you have any questions for me,
of
I'm
course.
open book.
Well, how did you actually start singing? Was it at an early age, or was something that just happened, or did you have any influences at the time, or things like that?
Oh, okay. I started singing, yes, at an early age, only because my whole family sings. Basically, on my mom's side, the Weather side of the family, my
Mhm.
grandmother and grandfather met on the chitlin circuit. My grandmother sang, and my grandfather also sang as well as played keyboards.
Okay.
So that's where it all started. And then coming up, I had uncles who sang professionally in gospel groups,
All
and I
right.
had another uncle who sang professionally in R&B. And B. And I always
Mhm.
talk about him. His name is Oscar Weathers. If you go on YouTube and type it in, you can pull up all
Right.
of his. You'll see all of his 45s come up, and you can listen to.
Okay. That's kind
Yeah,
of cool.
he kind of sounds like if you remember, I'm dating my age now. Sam Cooke.
Of course.
He sounds like that. If you want to hear that, and I grew up in a religious household where I always had to go to church. So I'm always in the choir. My mom heard me singing one day, and she said, "Oh, this girl can sing." Since a little girl, I've been in the choir since a little girl, and then I, growing up, I wanted to, sing a little more because I kind of figured I had a little voice. So I went to arts high school
Okay.
and studied voice and music there, and that's how it all started. And I started doing talent shows and open mic nights and singing at weddings and things like that.
So, who was your favorite diva? Who did you listen to? Who inspired you, and actually tried to make you actually develop a voice?
My family,
Okay.
actually, my aunts would always tell me, and they would always say, "Girl, if I had a voice like yours," because I'm shy. I've always been shy, and they would
Really?
be,
It's hard to
yeah.
tell.
If I had a voice like yours, I'd be singing everywhere. And you know, I tried it a little while, but I'm still getting over my shyness. But that's
Okay.
how it all started, and then in 2018, I believe that's when I actually made my first record.
Okay.
Yeah, I was friends with a guy back then who didn't know I could sing, and we were riding somewhere, and he heard me singing in the car and said, "Well, I didn't know you could sing." I actually produced music. I said, "Well, I always wanted to make a house song."
Okay.
So he made a beat for me, and I made a song. It didn't really go anywhere. We did a couple tracks, and then I met Pasquale Landi of Italy,
Yes,
and
I know him.
and I
Definitely.
did something with him, and then that didn't really do anything. But
Mhm.
after I met Andrew Fellow of
Okay.
South Africa, I made the song. I wrote "This Man," and everyone seemed to really take to that song, and that's how it all started with "This Man."
And so on. Where did it take you from there?
This man got me the attention of Mark Francis,
Okay.
which I think you're going to play his song a little later in the show, which
All right.
you make me smile, and that's the track that has done the best with me so far.
Mhm.
Um, and that was for me to be just starting out and getting the attention of Mark Francis really made me really boosted my confidence level a
Right.
bit.
Because Mark is a very good producer. I also had him on my show as well,
Yeah, he's excellent.
and he's phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
Um, so let's talk about some live performances. Have you actually encountered any of them, or
As far as the house scene, not
Yeah.
really. I did one small show along with two other artists, Crystal Lavelle and Kisha Link at
Okay.
Miss
Those are my
G's.
girls, man.
Yeah, they're
Those
my
are my
girls too. At Miss G's when Wally B did the warm up Wednesdays with Wakil
Right.
Ali.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we were the last performance before the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I haven't had any because the pandemic came. Like I'm assuming that's why I haven't had any because the pandemic came and no one's performing anywhere. So,
Okay. Well, are you shy doing live performances, or
well,
you
I
know?
have to get one first.
Oh well, I mean,
Yeah. Well,
have you ever did any live performances? It
yeah,
doesn't
I've
have to
done.
be
Yeah,
loud.
yeah.
It
The
could be
nerves.
any type of gyro, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm nervous, but once you take the mic, it kind of the nervous kind of jitters kind of like flow away, and you kind of get into the music and stop thinking about the crowd, and you just do what you need to do.
So, there's a lot of lady divas out there. I call them divas, man, because I love house music. I'm a house head to the core,
Yeah.
and anybody in particular that you would actually want to work with?
Yeah. As far as other women,
Yes. Or men, whatever.
I love Carmen Brown.
Hmm.
I love the voice of Ed Ramsey.
Okay.
Who else? Oh, there are a lot. I love Dawn Tallman's voice. Dawn Sullivan Williams. Yeah,
Right.
any of those would be perfect. And my number, and Cherie Hicks, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I love her. I love her personality, her style, her music, just everything. She's a great influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I listen to your music, great stuff.
Thank you.
Turn Me On is very nice.
Thank you.
I got the track maybe like 3 weeks ago?
Mhm.
Because I get a lot of promos, and
Yeah.
I listen to it. It's very nice.
Which is your favorite one? Because there are a few different remixes.
I only got like one at the time.
Okay. Probably the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll probably reach out to whoever did it, and I'll probably get the rest of it. Actually, it'll be on my next mixtape as well. So
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the other ones are from the Rockwilders from the UK, and the original is Andrew Fellow of South Africa.
Okay.
And in one of the ones with the Rockwilder remixes, there's a live sax player on there, Mark Matthew, aka Mighty Minnie. He's on Facebook a lot as well. Yeah, and that's the Turn Me On Saxy version.
My thing is now that you're actually starting to create a buzz, which you are, because I floated your name around before I got you on my show, and everybody knew you. Everybody knew you. When you say Anaya Weathers, it sounds like you've been out there for like a very, very, very long time.
No, that's flattering. No, I haven't.
But I'm just saying. I mean, everybody that I've actually floated your name around was like, okay, I know her. I've heard her. So that shows a whole lot of what direction and what path you're going.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you telling me that because I didn't know.
Okay. Have you ever considered gospel house?
Yes, of course. That's my roots. My dad is a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So if you actually had to do gospel house,
yes.
What producer do you feel will actually give you that type of chemistry that's out there right now that's actually producing gospel house?
I would say DJ Spin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you better hit him up.
Well, actually, he knows who I am because I talked to him on the phone when Smile came out because my song "You Make Me Smile" is on Quantize.
Okay.
So he knows who I am, and also I would love to do a gospel house collab with my cousin Pam Weathers.
Okay.
Because she's gospel all day. Even when you hear her regular stuff, you can hear the gospel in her.
I when I listen to your voice, I say, what, she'll be nice to do something with Susu Boobian,
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like a collaboration of moderation, and then there's the real Lolita Jocelyn type of thing that's going on with it as far as the chemistry. That's
she's a powerhouse.
That's just me, Or maybe Paula Breon,
Yeah. Oh, I love her too.
Paula Breon
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, listen, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be right back with the incredible Anaya Weathers.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
My assignment, my calling is to inspire, uplift.
You have to make sure your people are partying.
All I want to do is just bring joy to the dance floor and watch people dance.
Tino.
This morning, jumped out of bed, looked in the mirror and to myself I said, look at yourself, what do you see? A phenomenal woman, yes indeed. I love myself, and you should love yourself too. No one can love you more than you. Treat yourself right, make yourself happy. Loving myself, yes, I love me. Yes, it's my life, and I'm happy, so happy. Yes, it's my life, and I'm loving me. I'm loving me. Yes, it's my life.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
fun people in the house tonight?
This is our house.
Hey, Anaya.
Hey, Tyrone.
I need to ask you, besides actually just singing, having a singer career, would you actually like to get into like an acting career or, something that might be different to actually challenge yourself?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I used to, in school again, I used to be in the drama club and used to do in different plays in school. But I haven't pursued any of that in a long time, but that would be something interesting and that I would be willing to do.
So, like everybody else, I always ask, how has the corona pandemic, how have it been to you? I mean, how has it been to you?
Actually, for me, it gave me a chance to get a lot of work done. I recorded a lot during the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, I recorded Mark Francis's "You Make Me Smile." He
Mhm.
calls it the pandemic song.
All right.
It's like
Okay.
I did that during the pandemic. Anything that you've heard recently from
Mhm.
me, I did during the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So,
some things that are coming out that haven't even been released yet that I've recorded
mhm.
already.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I did about
So,
8 songs.
so I mean, let's say this thing blows over, and what would be your intentions of what would you really want to do? Well, how would you actually project yourself?
Well,
Because
I
after
really,
the pandemic, we'll be free and we won't be limitized as much. You know what I'm saying? So let's say what would you?
I would love to get some bookings to perform live in the then that would make it all worth it. It'll make me feel like I actually accomplished something, because I can sing. I love singing and I love making music and creating lyrics and doing that. And I can do it all day, all the time if it paid me enough. But I love that aspect of it. But I also would love to get in front of a crowd and let people know that that is my voice. It's not a lot of uh, auto tuning or whatever going on. That people can hear me live and I kind of sound like my records.
Mhm.
So. And
So let me
it's
ask
just exciting to do that. Just when I see other people perform and having fun
you,
on
right?
stage, I'd like to do that one day.
Okay. I mean, due to the fact that you're a performer and an artist, uh,
Hmm.
can you give some of the upcoming artists any fundamentals about the business itself?
Yeah, I can say stay true to yourself, but also keep your eyes and ears open and listen to people when they give you advice. Not You don't necessarily have to take every advice that's given to you because some things work for others and it won't work for you.
Mhm.
But listen to people that have been doing this for a long time and really take heed to what they advise you of. You know? And stay true to yourself as well. You know, because with me, I sing. If you've noticed about my tracks are more soulful and kind of laid back, really. And I keep getting people telling me, you need a track that's gonna boom, boom, boom. You need one of those tracks. That's not my. I don't
That's
do
not
well
who
with
you
those
are.
type of tracks.
That's not who you
Right.
are.
I'm doing what the tracks that I like and that I feel and that I can really get into, and they move me. You know, like I love deep house and I love all that other stuff and the other genres within the house music.
Right.
But
Hmm.
you have to do what's right for your vocal ability. And
Right.
I'm not gonna step out and try and put something out that I know I'm not gonna sound right on. So
Okay.
yeah, because I have a voice, but I don't have my voice is a softer tone. It's not like a real powerful
Right.
voice. So I leave that for the real powerhouse singers.
So actually, doing things from your heart is really good.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that point because everybody that I've actually interviewed actually stressed that point about
Hmm.
doing what you feel to encounter that and that comfortability.
Hmm.
So what else have Anaya Weathers been up to these days?
Well, well, practicing, you know, like someone always tells me, practice, drill, rehearse. So I've been doing that, but I work a full-time job as well.
Right. Okay.
I love to cook. I love to bake, and I'm an old country girl, you know.
Okay.
I make everything from scratch, and I used to have a catering business where I would sell my dinners and
Right.
I make cakes, and sometimes still people that know me will still reach out to me to make them something, you know.
Okay.
So
So we want to see, fellas, we want to know, are you in a relationship? You know, anything you want to talk about, you know?
see where you got to go there, you know.
Well, you know, I like to go places, man. You know,
I see. I knew he was going to ask me that question. I knew it. I knew it.
you
Yeah.
knew it. Oh, well,
Yeah.
you know, then go ahead and pursue it then.
Well, I am seeing someone at the moment. It's
Okay.
fairly new. It's a few months in, but yeah, it's going
Okay,
well.
fellas, hands off. Not available.
No, not right now. No.
Okay. So, you know, we know that you have a lot of things going on with you, you know, and
Mhm.
that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I have 2 daughters, but they're grown. They're adults, you know.
okay.
And
So
yeah,
mainly at this point of your life, what's your strengths and what's your weaknesses?
my strengths are um, being true to myself, but my weakness is I'm very nice and I'm very humble. And a lot of times people try to take my kindness for weakness, but you know, once I realize that I'm being taken advantage of, then I just step out of the situation. But I get that a lot. People try to take my kindness for weakness. That's my
Wow, that's not a good thing.
no, no.
Oh, I think you better step up, you
Yeah, because
know.
I'll do anything for anybody, you know, because I'll give you the shirt off my back if I, you
Right.
know, if I feel as though you need my help or you need something, I'll help anyone. And but then people kind of get into that, and then you'll see every week now, all of a sudden you get this phone call. Um, do you have so and so and so? Can you help me? You know, and it gets to be a bit much. But other than that, you know,
Well, that's something that you should actually personally nip in the bud, you know, if
yeah,
you
I
see
do.
that.
I get, you know,
You know,
I give you.
sometimes a laid back person has to turn into that aggressive
Well, I
mode.
do. I just hate to do that at times because that's not my personality. But I will bring it out if necessary.
So
So
you're a person with a conscience.
yes,
Wow.
yes, yes.
You know,
I don't even like to see other people doing anybody else wrong, even if it's not me.
but you know, I hate that part of me too. You know, I really did. I do
Yeah.
because you know, I see some people that could be bitterly cold, and it doesn't
Yes.
even bother them. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Now,
I'm
how do you
like,
do that?
yeah, and I'm like, wow, man. You know, it's like I want to do something, but I got this second thought that goes through my head of
Hmm.
saying, no, if you do it,
Yeah.
or what if it was you? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And I hate that
Hmm.
part of me, but maybe it's a safe haven as well.
Yeah. Maybe so. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Any shout outs to anyone?
Yes. Of course. I have to give a shout out to my cousin Pam Weathers. I love you.
Don't forget your
And
new relationship now.
oh no, it's coming. A shout out to my family and shout out to my baby. You know, he knows who he is. I'm not gonna put all you guys in my business right now. You know how that goes. And you know, gotta give a shout out to uh, the people I'm working with at the moment, like A. Shalon from London, the Rock Wilders, Miguel Scott, John Mavick, Andrew Fellow. My manager,
Hmm.
I forgot to mention him. Sorry, his name is Curtis Copels. So if you do want to book me, just reach out to Curtis Copels. You can find him on Facebook and on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to
Oh, that's
Dan
kind of cool.
Shiver. That's my heart.
That's my boy. You know that, right?
Yeah, I love everybody. That's everybody's boy.
He's the-
Everybody loves Dan Shiver.
that's
You can't help it.
that's the most business orientated dude that I know. You know, because when
He's the
Dan calls
busiest.
me up, it's strictly
Yeah,
about some business. You know what I'm
he's the
saying?
busiest dude that I know.
You know,
Yeah,
we plan on collaborating a few things in the future as well. You know, and he had co-host with me on one of my shows as well. You
yeah,
know,
I saw
and
that. Yeah.
stuff. So,
Yeah, he's just a very good guy. And I can call him at any time if I need some advice or some mentoring. So
mhm.
I really love that about Dan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's been a pleasure, and I mean a pleasure having you on my show, Anaya.
It's been a pleasure getting to talk to you. You know, I always see you doing all the shows, and I never really got a chance to actually talk to you one-on-one. So this is great.
Okay. And come again.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. Can I give one more person a shout out?
Go
I
ahead.
have to give a shout out to Frankie Paradise.
Okay.
He goes hard for me. And I love that dude. Haven't never even met him face to face, but I felt like I did because he's always in my corner, very supportive of me.
Well, actually, you know, I'm part of Soul Committee as well. I'm actually the engineer.
I didn't know that.
Engineer. I'm their sound engineer. But it's been kindly, you know, quietly kept. So this has been another T-Lo video production, and my guest Anaya Weathers is here with us today. And you guys stay tuned for another T-Lo video productions. Bye, Anaya.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house. It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.